so we're gonna pull out all the stuff that we painted on the Golden Nugget. We're gonna get it put over and then get back to work on everything. What's happening?
After the welds got finished up on the battery tray that Ernie built, just gonna smooth out the little imperfections, the grinding marks and everything on this. Just spreading a little bit of Bondo on here. We got all the metal work done on this fender, a little bit left on the passenger fender and the grill mount radiator support. Give it 10-15 minutes when it turns blue, because it's a Rage Optex Bondo we use and it's color changing. Yeah, we'll get this done so we can start getting some more progress on the Nugget.
All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just kind of roughing out my mud. I'm just feathering these welds, making them just a little bit better. We're gonna prime these, so tomorrow we can jam them and get it all gold. But I just used the DA to rough it down. Now I'm gonna sand by hand and get this perfect. No problem, we can go get it. Oh, there's dispatch, just as we get started. Now I gotta go on a tow. All right, well.
Every time you plant something.
I'm gonna call Hillbilly back to work.
Hello.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just barely getting home.
You're gonna hate me.
Why?
Dispatch just called and there's a tow in Gunnison.
Okay, I'll come back.
You're so mad, I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
Hey, thank you, bye. He hates me. He absolutely hates me.
Why did the duck become a spy?
Why did the duck become a spy? I don't know.
I legitimately have no
I'm
idea.
stumped on that one.
Because he was good at quacking codes.
He was good at quacking codes. Good one.
All right, so we're getting some of this rough bodywork all finished up. Nothing major because we want to put epoxy down before we put the bulk of the mud work down. But we're just doing a few little spots that we know need it. I'm gonna get that all sanded out, and then we're gonna get some primer put on those spots. We got the battery tray all looking good, smoothed up, real nice. Got a little bit on the other fender and a little bit on the core support. Had a little bit of a high spot, so I just tapped it down. Now I just gotta do a little bit of a skim coat right there. Now I'm gonna do the top. Got a little bit of a high spot here. All right, so we got this all roughed out pretty good. We're not gonna do any more body work on this until we've got it epoxied and jammed and bolted on. Getting close to priming the inside battery box.
We're using kind of a backing pad to help it form to the curves that Paul made on this. We're just smoothing it out so it looks a little bit better in the engine compartment where he had to modify this to get the new motor and stuff to fit. Just gonna finish this up just a little bit and get it primed and ready for paint.
I'm gonna go mix up that filler, but tonight, look who we got filming.
Hey guys.
Little Riker. He's our new cameraman. He's doing an awesome job. Maybe I'm biased because I'm his father. All right, so I've got skim coat on here. I'm trying to build up this edge a little bit, get that flat, rounded off really nice. This is glazed. I'm gonna get that sanded, and then this one will be ready to get epoxied. All right, so we're just getting this a little bit spread out. Try to get it roughed up so it's looking a little bit better. So we got this all spread. We're gonna let it harden up. We'll peel that tape, and then we'll get it all sanded up. It's like a little Hot Wheels track. Up and down and up and down.
Like a roller coaster.
Cool. Paul's gonna be happy with us getting this all smoothed out for him. It was a little rough, but we're getting it figured out. What do you think, Riker?
I think it's looking good.
You are trained to say that. Cody's getting things all masked up so that we can get these little spots primered. We're getting close. It takes a freaking hours. 2 hours later. Okay, so we've got it all sanded. It's all roughed out. We're gonna lay epoxy now. So this is done for now. Let's get to priming.
I think it looks good.
You better lie.
Look how straight that is.
Straight as an ocean. What do you think, Riker? How's it look?
Looks like it just got sanded.
You are the smartest little boy I've ever met. What do you think of the bodywork so far? Thanks, buddy. He likes it. All right, so we're gonna do some etch on the metal, and we're gonna do some elastic polyolefin adhesion promoter on the plastic grill. This is metal etch. So everywhere there's bare metal, you wanna put this down so the primer will stick. Look how good that tab looks. We're gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes. Then we're gonna come back in with some primer. We're getting the primer all mixed up. We're using 5310 light gray. Gonna mix up 6 ounces. That should be enough for the spot priming and for the grill. So it's a little bit different in the booth tonight. We're priming, we're not painting. So all we gotta do, lay down the primer. 3 coats and we're done. That grill looks awesome, even in primer. Got all 3 coats of primer down. Now I'm gonna let this flash off for a minute, go clean my gun, and I'm coming back in and I'm gonna put down guide coat. I'll show you guys what guide coat is here in a minute. We got this stuff primed and it is tomorrow.
Okay, we got the fenders unmasked. We're getting ready to pull them out of the booth so we can take them over and get them sanded, prepped out, and ready for the coat of epoxy primer over the rest of it.
So we got a ton of stuff to do. Luckily enough, we've got Chad from Chad's Fab. Some of you may recognize him. He's been over at Paul's house helping with fab rats, doing a bunch of stuff on the FJ. He's got a lot of experience in bodywork, probably more experience than I've been alive.
Yeah, I've been working on every aspect of cars for 30 plus years.
He understands the amount of hours it takes to work and do restorations. We're super excited that he's here to help us out, try to get ahead a little bit. He's got a few things he's gonna do today. He's gonna work on some rust, work on the back door, work on the hood, and help us get a little bit further ahead.
Yeah, happy to keep the Nugget moving forward. This door is a complete disaster, so see if I can roll this some of these nastier spots out.
Okay, now we're getting these blocked out, making sure the body works good. We're getting them prepped out so we can get them epoxied and jammed and fit up on the Nugget.
So I was here a couple weeks ago dropping a bed off for Robby to paint. He shows me this door and asked if I wanted to fix it. I told him there wasn't a chance I was gonna touch this thing, so here I am. Oh well, things we do.
Yeah. Just a little bit of hand sanding left to do in the battery box and around the edges and that. Hey dude, have you seen Robby this morning?
I think you went to Riker soccer game. You got to make time for family time.
Where are we at?
At Laker soccer game.
How'd your game go? Did you win?
4-1.
Good job, dude. Little after soccer treat.
Nacho. Very good nacho.
Hey, Robby's
Dinner?
back.
How are you?
Good, you?
Good.
How's the soccer game?
They won.
Awesome.
4-1.
Sweet.
How's this coming, Cody?
Pretty good, almost done. Just gotta hit a few hand sanding spots and we'll have both fenders prepped out, ready to go.
I'll start on the grill. So we're gonna get all this stuff prepped out where we can jam it, make it gold, get it shiny today. We got Chad in the other room helping us out. He's doing a little bit of metal work. He's gonna be doing some rust repair, trying to help us get a little bit ahead. I'm gonna start wet sanding the grill. I'm using some 600 grit wet paper. You can do it dry if you'd like. I don't wanna wear a mask so I can talk. So I'm using the wet paper because it's not dusty. See that guide coat? See it just disappear as you're sanding? That's when you know you've got it sanded. The way I do things, I take it in sections. I start here, and I do a section, then I do a section. That way when you're looking at this grill, it's not like, oh, there's so much to sand. Do it in sections. Makes life way easier. So I'm gonna take this, half the grill. The water cleans out your paper. That's the nice thing about wet sanding. Sometimes you can use a little bit of soap. It actually lubricates a little bit better, cleans a little better, but makes a bubbly mess.
Bubbly.
It's a little bubbly.
Still down a little ways.
We got Hillbilly back there working on his wife's tire.
Always running stuff over.
2 hours worth of work here. That doesn't even look like I've done a dang thing.
Just whittle, 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 dinner. So I'm about 40 minutes into this right now. In the video, it'll be like 5 seconds, but check this out. I'm about a third of half, so. Yeah, a third of half. So I'm like 1/6 of the way through. Is that right? Yeah.
3 little lines.
Yeah, I'm 3 little lines through half the grill. Okay, that's gonna be a saying, dinner.
It's gonna come up to what
You
now?
are 3 little lines through it. Anyway, all right, we'll see you in an hour.
Now we got the fenders prepped out. We just got them flipped over so we can seam seal the back of the welds.
What are you working on now?
Oh, I had to take a break from that back door. I was getting a little discouraged with it after a couple hours, so I decided I'd let my ADD kick in and then come over here and work on the hood for a minute until I get frustrated with it. You just got to be patient with them so you don't do more harm than good. I'm actually quite happy with how it's coming out. As bad as it was, I wasn't sure if there was any chance in the world that we'd be able to save it and make it look decent, but it's really rolling out pretty good.
So this ball right here, Matt bought it just for the Nugget and the Rokon trailer. I have to take this ball off and put it on this receiver because I don't think this receiver will fit inside where it needs to go. So I have to put it to the smaller one because it will fit inside of the bigger one, just like that. So here we go. Nice and solid. And then we have to run to the hardware store to get bolts so we can bolt that right on.
So I've got half the grill done now. I got a really pruny hand. I'm gonna take a little break, let this kind of dry out a little. Cody's gonna start over here and we're gonna work to the middle. But I've got all this stuff whittled, down inside the hole, down inside the grooves. Everything's all prepped out to about right here. Now I've just gotta whittle the SUZ, the S-U-Z. And then we'll let Cody do the ookie. I got SUZ and he's ookie. We've got to test fit the trailer to the frame. So we're gonna be getting the hitch on, getting all that stuff bolted up and seeing how that's gonna look and see if it's level. We'll give it a little bubble bath.
Dudsy dudsy.
Cleaning it up so we can see where we're at. It was getting a little sandy, but it's not looking too bad. Brand new 1972. All right, so we're gonna get back to the frame. We're gonna bolt up this hitch. We've got our receiver. We put the ball on for the trailer. We're gonna pull this thing out. We're gonna be hooking up the trailer for the Rokon. Take a look at the stance before we get that trailer ripped apart.
I think you'll be pretty pumped on it.
I think he's gonna be excited.
You got the bolt.
Got one bolt.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, I have a rusty bolt. I'm gonna go get 4 non-rusty bolts, and we're gonna bolt this on. We're gonna go get that and we'll be right back. All right, we got the bolt washers from Hermanson's Hardware. Headed back to the shop. I think one of these days this Bronco needs redone for old Hillbilly over there.
Feels like a boat in the ocean when you're driving 65.
Yeah, like a tugboat. We're gonna go get these installed and get that trailer hooked up. Got me some cinnamon bears. Next best thing to gummies.
They still don't beat Num Nums.
That's true, they are not as good as nibs, but they're trying. Power pellets.
Yeah.
Went and got us some new bolts. Just getting this last 2 bolts tightened up. Then we're gonna get the hitch put in it and put it outside and check it. Moment of truth. That ain't going nowhere.
Then we gotta back up to the trailer.
Little to the left. Whoa, I didn't know you wanted a hug. Well, Ed, what do you think? We got about 12 to 18 inches of, probably gonna need you a drop hitch.
An extreme drop hitch.
Oh, you want to hook it up anyways? Right on, okay. Ed wants to hook it up. Nice, that's looking good, Ed. You can get your Rokon right up on it. Want to go for a ride, Ed? Load him up. We're gonna give Tom Tom a call.
Hello.
Hey, Tom Tom, it's Robby.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. So we were just getting ready to take the trailer apart for the Rokon to get it sandblasted. We ran into a slight little issue. I'm thinking it either needs a drop hitch or a kick up in the trailer. So if you could just check your schedule and see if you and Lizzy can come up and give us a hand, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. We could do that. We'll figure out a good time to get over there.
Okay, and then I will send you some pictures so you see what we're up against, and then we'll get it taken care of after EJS.
Cool, I'll check them out and we'll make a plan.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know.
All right, so slight change of plans. Lizzy and Tom Tom did such an awesome job building this thing. Ed says it's perfect. I mean, look at the incline. It's perfect for a ramp. You almost don't even need the back. But just got off the phone with Tom Tom. He was thinking, you know, it's gonna be a good idea if him and Lizzy come up. They'll just figure out what needs to be done and take care of it. No big deal. We're gonna shift gears a little bit. So we're not actually gonna disassemble the Rokon trailer today because we want them to fix it first. Then we'll be disassembling it and taking it off to sandblast so we can get it back and get it painted for Ed. Let me know what you think in the comments. What if the fenders were black and the trailer was gold? Or should we paint it all gold? Ready, set, go! Let us know. All right, so Chad's been working on this hood, getting some of the metal work done. This is about 75% the way finished, so rather than hurrying and rushing and hammering and dollying and maybe screwing up, we're gonna wait on jamming the underside of the hood, and the door is the same. So Chad's working on this half of the door. Me and Ernie already did this. He's fine tuning everything, hammering and dollying it, and then we've got to work a bunch of other stuff. So we're gonna hold off on the inside of this one as well. I'm gonna get over in the booth, load all the parts, get that grill over there, and start jamming out everything that we've got ready. All right, so we're gonna get all the parts put in here. I'm gonna hang as much as I can hang. That way I can get to the top side, inside, outside, bottom side, everything, and get it all based out and looking good. So we got the grill all laid out. We got the 2 fenders and the core support all hung. We're gonna get them waxed and greased, blow tack and static, get the epoxy put on, wait an hour, then we're putting on base coat. Very critical that we clean these good so we don't get imperfections, get all the grease and wax and oil off. Can you guess what time it almost is?
It's dinner time.
You know what would be cool? If that was like on a shirt or something.
Right? That would be awesome to see that on a shirt.
If we made that a shirt, like let's say like a limited run, would anybody buy it? I mean, I would buy it. Would you buy it?
Yeah, I'd buy it.
Anyway, let us know. What do you guys think? I think It's Dinner Time would be a pretty cool shirt.
Getting her all wiped down?
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
So we're gonna mix this. This is our high solids epoxy primer from Delfleet. It's 1-to-1, 14 ounces of epoxy to 14 ounces of hardener. Stir that up and get it in the gun. Drying out all the wax and grease. Gonna blow tack and static it and get some epoxy sprayed down. All right, it's that time. All right, I got the first coat down. We're gonna go mix up some more, wait 15 minutes and be back in to put the second coat. Not gonna show you that, but we'll be coming back in with base coat to do the grill. In case any of you guys wonder, this gold literally is the cost of gold. Look at how good that looks.
It's gold.
This 1 gallon is over $1,000, and we had to get 3 of these gallons. I love gold. All right, we got the grill all blow tack and static. I'm just gonna put a little bit of adhesion promoter on the bare plastic spots. Gotta make sure everything's gonna stick perfect. All right, we've waited the flash time. Time for gold. All right, so I've got all the parts in epoxy and I've got this grill all based out. We gotta wait an hour after the stuff's all flashed out, and we're gonna hit it again, get the stuff all based out and cleared, and get ready for Easter Jeep Safari. So Chad's getting all the little pinholes of rust welded up. We're gonna get that all ground down. Now he's working on the windshield frame. I'm over painting. Chad's gonna keep working on the metalwork. So thanks for helping, Chad.
Oh yeah,
Thanks
pleasure.
a lot.
Just finishing up this corner. It's worked out pretty good. It was kind of a big old hole. Just got a little bit more cleanup to do on that. This big can of worms opened up here. It was clear and full of rust. You can see all the rust on the floor. Yeah. It was a big old wart that was pushing out. I'm gonna build a patch for it, get her welded in. Okay, got this all patch all made up. Everything's weld through primed. Thanks for joining us on Robby Layton Nation. I'll be closing it up. I've got about 11 hours into this for today. Hopefully this helps everybody out here and keeps the Nugget on schedule.
I found Demery's book, her joke book. You want to hear one?
Yeah, go ahead and zoom.
Where does a boat go when it's sick? Come on, guys.
The dock?
To the dock!
To the dock. That's a good one.
They got some good ones in here.
We're gonna thank Chad for being here all day. He's got a lot of work done for the rust repair on the Nugget. Did some on the back door, the hood. So it was nice having him here. Thanks, Chad.
Thank you.
We're gonna blow tack and static everything. Get it all based out. Okay, some of you might wonder why I'm not painting the outside or the outside over there, and I'm not gonna paint the outside of this. And that's because all we're doing here is jamming, so that when we bolt this front end onto the Golden Nugget, everything that gets bolted up is painted. We're gonna do the bodywork and then finish the outside and paint it all at once, the exterior stuff. So that's why we're doing it. We'll wait 8 minutes, put a second coat on, then we'll bring you back in for the clear coat. We're gonna put 1 coat of clear, wait 10 minutes, put our second coat on, and then show you guys what it looks like when it's all done. It's gonna look awesome. That grill, I'm super stoked to see that thing all cleared up. It's gonna look way good.
I think it's gonna look beautiful. The fan that sent us that grill, we can't thank you enough. It's amazing. Thank you. I mean, just like, look at it. With that clear coat on it, it's gonna look brand new.
All right, it's that time. Time to get this thing cleared and make it shiny. All right, we got everything cleared up. Put some gloves on so I can look at this grill. It is looking so good. Everything laid out perfect on it. It's just gonna set off the front end of the Golden Nugget so well. This camera doesn't even do it justice. All right, we got the fenders all jammed out and the core support. Everything's cleared up with 2 coats of clear. So let's get back over there and see what everybody's been up to.
It's beautiful.
All right, so we've had a super productive day. We got a lot of stuff done. I got all that stuff painted. You guys saw how good that grill looks. The fenders, the core support, everything's all jammed out nice. We've got 2 more panels to get worked around, and then the body. We got a ton of stuff done on the body too. So let's take a look at this. Right here, we've got some rust welded up. Got that all taken care of. This has all been cut out, grafted in. Chad helped out a ton today. We super appreciate it. Got the rust here taken care of. This rust, that rust. Look at that big patch job, all taken care of. So this body is well on its way to getting worked. Got a couple holes in here that have been welded up and ground down. It's coming along.
Hi, Edge.
So we got a ton of stuff done. We've got a lot to do, but we're making good progress. If anybody is out at Easter Jeep Safari Moab this week, come and say hi. We're gonna be down there all week from Monday till Friday. So, as always, we appreciate you guys, and if you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.